Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to rock and roll here with the OutCast Racing League. Another wonderful evening of racing about to get underway. I do apologize if I sound nasally or anything else or have to take quick breaks here and there. I am still sick. I've been sick here for the last 4 or 5 days, and I've been miserable. But nonetheless, we're going to put on a show for you guys, let you guys enjoy some awesome racing action here with the OutCast Racing League from Darlington. We're not going to miss any of the action as qualifying coming to a close. We're going to get ready for the start of our feature event here. We got 110 laps of racing action here from the track that's too tough to tame. It's Darlington Raceway here, the home of the OutCast Racing League this evening. Bionic Man coming in showing the love, says race day, yes sirski. Race day, you know it, baby. CJ Jeffries coming in with that Shenko custom diecast, coming in with the share as well. Shenko Custom Designs coming in with the share as Josh Griffith, Bionic Man, Kurt Sponsler, Chris Muse, James Garland, all coming in showing the love here with the reactions on the broadcast over on the Facebook channel. And everyone tuning in, everyone coming in showing the love already here on the evening. As the action's about to get underway, we're gonna get ready to unleash these drivers as starting on the pole. In the DoorDash, number 23, that is Austin Smith. To his outside, JRC Race Car, Shenko Custom Designs. Number 19, it's CJ Jeffries. Starting in position number 3 is the 00, the All-Seeing Motorsports Shenko Custom Diecast, Williamsburg Contracting 00 of Colton Manage. To his outside, the Jeff Gordon Throwback Paint Scheme. The Exalta 24, it is Jameson Heath. Starting in position number 5 is supposed to be the 99, Chris Muse. As we see to his outside is the Lumar number 9 machine, a Casey King throwback ride there for Brandon Puffenbarger, as you do see the Carl Edwards paint scheme there for Chris Muse in position number 5. Starting in position number 7 in the 15 ride, I'm not sure if this is a Kyle Busch or possibly a Mark Martin throwback paint scheme, but the CarQuest number 15 machine, that is Cameron Gomes. To his outside, in the Dale Earnhardt number 8 machine, it's the Good Wrench ride. It's the Good Wrench Service Plus number 8. That is Lance Brantlinger there on the Speedway. It's Adolfo Castillo. They're in position number 9. To his outside, the 81 ride. Not sure what that's a throwback to, but the Syndicate Motorsports ride looking fresh out there on the Speedway. He'll start in the 10th position. Mike Killingbeck there in 11th. He's got James Garland to his outside in the Ghost to Ghost number 37 ride. The Scooby-Doo machine, the number 77, and Casey Gross looking beautiful out there on the Speedway. In the Cartoon Network 77 ride, he'll start in the 13th position. He's got the 84, the Castrol Edge machine. Wayne Garland there to his outside, the 20 ride of Corey Growell. Going to start in 15th. He's got Joshua Neal to his outside. Gary Wright in the number 16 ride. Kurt Sponsler in the City Chevrolet 49 ride. Going to start there in the 17th spot. He's got Gary Wright to the outside. And we see the Superflow 60 of Johnny Thunders and Dean Chaseby in the 52. Starting there at the rear of the field as we end all the anticipation with our feature presentation. We are quickly green flag racing here from Darlington Raceway. Out in front, it's Austin Smith who leads us nice and easy down the back straightaway. Into corner number 3, as here comes CJ Jeffries trying to hunt him back down, trying to reel him in, trying to get to his back bumper. Colton Manage there in third with Chris Muse up into 4th here as Cameron Combs making a couple quick passes up into 5th. Adolfo Castillo also up a few quick spots into 6th position here. So quick moves here from the 31, but see him get very loose there. Through 1 and 2, we're going to see that all evening long, and he's going to get his first Darlington stripe of the evening for the 31 ride. He gets up and pancakes that outside bench. Jameson Heath right there behind him. Brandon Puffenbarger, Lance Brantlinger, Mike Killingbeck, our top 10. here on the Speedways. Casey Gross trying to get that Cartoon Network ride up inside the top 10. Is out in front. It's all the DoorDash. Bubba Wallace, number 23, right of Austin Smith as he leads the way. He's showing them how to get it done here in this one, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, if you guys are enjoying the racing action, make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit that follow and subscribe button as we are live over on Facebook, Twitch, and over on YouTube. I do apologize again. Our voice is not the best. It's not the crispiest right now. We've been dealing with a cold here for like the last 4 or 5 days. And I keep feeling like one day I'm feeling better, and then the next day I'm just right back down into the dumpsters. And unfortunately today is one of those days that I'm feeling it today. I can feel it in the throat, you know, the mouth. I can feel it like in my head, behind my eyes, in my eyes. It's an entire head cold, and it's not fun. It's not fun at all. As Austin Smith leads the way here, CJ Jeffries there in second, Colton Manage in position number 3. You see the 99 rider, Chris Muse there in 4th, Cameron Combs there in 5th, as Novo Castillo up into the 6th position as we do see our first caution flag fly. Looks like James Garland will run into some issues here, and we will see our first caution flag of the evening be displayed. You see that 37 slow there down the back straightaway. A little bit of left front damage here for that 37 ride. We'll take a look back and see what happens here to the Coast to Coast Racing Machine, as looks like he may get some help right there. Wayne Garland gonna get into him as the Garlands come together. Down goes that 37 ride. Luckily enough, not too much damage there to any of those cars, and a lot better than going head on into a wall. So it's a good break there for the Pool Boy OutCast Racing League ride, as he's going to get Wayne Garland right onto his back bumper. Oh, the fences here suck. As there you go. You see that little bit of contact, just enough into that left rear quarter panel towards that back bumper. Just gets underneath of him, jacks that rear end up, knocks the rear end loose. Around he goes, right over the nose of that 84 ride, and nowhere to go here for Johnny Thunders as he's rolling into it. He's going to get some pretty good damage, actually, getting not only into the back end of the 84, but also getting into that 37 ride as well. Honey, wake up. PeaceMaker Gaming has a broadcast up. Yes, Austin Baker, you know it, baby. Get him up. Get him up. Wake him up right now. Wake him up. Get him up. Who's sleeping at this time? It's 4 p.m. Eastern time. Who's sleeping at this time? Okay, come on now. You definitely got to tell her to wake up. Holy moly. As the 37 ride goes for a spin, let's see if we can take a look back. See if we can jump on board here with that 60 ride. As unfortunately for Johnny Thunders, just nowhere to go. Let's see if we can jump into the helmet cam here of that 60 machine. Get another look at it. The contact from him, and he just got nowhere to go. And unfortunately, pretty heavy damage there for that 60 machine. You see everyone else trying to get by without any contact. And fortunately for Johnny Thunders, just not a lot of time for him to make any moves to avoid that contact. And see him rolling back onto the speedway with James Garland and Wayne Garland, all trying to get those cars repaired. And back onto the racetrack is Austin Baker coming in with that heart reaction, and Marie Davis coming in with the heart as well, coming in showing the big love. James Garland coming in with that heart reaction as well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you haven't, make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit that follow and or subscribe button, as we are currently trying to work on our 1,000 subscribers over on the YouTube channel, working on 5K over on Facebook, and working at 1,000 followers over on Twitch as well. So a lot of milestones to come up here over the next little while, and hopefully, you know, we can get over this chest cold and be absolutely prepped and ready for some absolutely amazing content that's going to come out once we do hit those milestones. But I'm going to get over this cold. I got to get over this cold. I don't know what it is, but I've been dying the last few days, chat. I've been dying the last few days. It's been killing me, I swear. Crystal Jeffries coming in, showing the love as well. Some mashing that thumbs up on the broadcast as we will get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Austin Smith out in front. He's been the reflection of perfection so far here this evening. It's a great jump down through the Geico restart zone. Mention everyone a little flat-footed there. CJ Jeffries already back a few car lengths here on our race leader, Colton Manich. Going to try to stay in third, but here comes Chris Muse. Woo! Things are getting tight right there. Chris Muse looking to try to jump up and take that third spot away from the 0-0 ride of Colton Manich. Managing him to hang on, though, and keep himself in that third spot. Now you see the 99 starting to get a little bit of pressure here himself, as here comes the CarQuest, number 15 of Cameron Combs. As Combs right there, ready to pounce and work himself possibly up inside the top 4 here. He's already inside the top 5. He's been moving forward early in this race, but he'll slow down right there in that 5th position. See with Adolfo Castillo. As he rolls there, currently in that 6th spot. He was able to jump up, make quick work, make a few quick passes on the first start of the evening. Since then, the Poultry Shack 31 ride will chill it right there in position number 6. Lance Brantlinger there in 7th with Jamison Heath back in 8th. Then we see Casey Gross up inside the top 10, and Mike Killingback going to join him there in that Lawrence Tech number 70. Dean Shadesby up 7 spots on the Speedway. He's up into the 11th position now. Brandon Buffenbarger back 6 spots here. So a tough early start for the Loomer number 9 ride. The Casey Kane throwback paint scheme as he's back 6 spots and now outside the top 10 here. And see the beautiful City Chevrolet 49 ride. That is the Days of Thunder throwback paint scheme there. The Dick Trickle machine, that is the 49 of Kurt Sponsler out on the Speedway. Then we see Anthony Garland, the beautiful 81 ride rolling there in 14 with Gary Wright right there behind him. Superflow 60 of Johnny Thunders there in 16th. Corey Crowell in the Midwest Motorsports 20 ride there in 17th. Joshua Neal in 18th, as we do see Wayne Garland coming back down pit side here. So more contact, more issues here for Wayne Garland, as you see James Garland run into issues again as well. So we'll take a look back and see if we can figure out what happened between these two again, possibly. As oh, there you go. You see that contact. Oh, hard a couple times up into the outside fence. Around goes that 37 ride. No caution flag on the Speedway, but pretty good heavy damage again between this 37 and the 84. Now, I do believe that they are family, so I believe father and son right there happened a couple times that they were just bouncing it off each other there, bringing out the first caution flag, almost bringing out the second caution flag. Unfortunately, though, tons of damage for Wayne Garland on the Speedway. He's going to get that car fixed up and roll him back out onto the racetrack here, but unfortunately, he's going to go couple laps down here, and he's going to need a couple quick caution flags to work himself back onto the lead lap. As out in front, Austin Smith leads the way here, has a 7/10 of a second lead between himself and CJ Jeffries. Colton Manich there in third with Chris Muse, Cameron Combs, our top 5, Adolfo Castillo, Jamison Heath, Lance Brantlinger, Casey Gross, and Brandon Puffenbarger now our top 10. As Killingback and Dean Shadesby both slide back into the 11th and 12th position here, as Austin Smith has been a man on a mission here all evening long, as Sean's Detail coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. Derek Cack coming in with that thumbs up on the broadcast as well. How are you, Derek? How are you, Sean? Coming in, showing the love here in this one, as some great racing action here on the Sunday evening. Better than even what NASCAR can produce. We're seeing some way better racing action than what NASCAR has to offer there at Nashville. And I would like to compare numbers, see where you know ESPN is, or whoever does their broadcast now. I don't even know who it is, Fox or NBC, or I don't know I think it's NBC. Yeah, it's NBC now who does the NASCAR races for the second half of the season. I think our numbers would be comparisons. You know, they put on this big production, all this money. I think in comparison, we put on the better show each and every single race. Out in front, Austin Smith leads the way. CJ Jeffries there in second. Won't manage hanging on to third here. They're all within about a second and a third here of each other, as we do see Combs trying to reel in that 0-0 ride. Christopher Muse sliding back to position number 5. Adolfo Castillo there in 6 with Jameson Heath, Lance Brantlinger, Casey Gross, and Brandon Buffenbarger, our top 10 here on the Speedway. Some crazy action early on in this race. Unfortunately, only one car a couple laps down now is this 84 ride of Wayne Garland, but he's going to have the freshest car, freshest equipment on the Speedway. He may be able to make some passes, maybe use that early pit stop here if we see a big green flag run, where we may have to see more drivers use these pit stops and everything else to try to get their tires back to even. He may be able to leapfrog some of those drivers, maybe take some waiver rounds, maybe work himself back onto the lead lap. So that's the good things that could happen here over the next few laps for Wayne Garland, as I do believe we are going to get our first stage break here in just a few more laps. Let me double check our stage breaks here for this race, as yes, 25 laps in 60 laps, the final stage. So lap 25, lap 50 are our stage breaks here on the evening, and then the final stage will bring us to our checkered flag. So only a couple more laps left to go here for that 23 ride to not only pick up another stage win, but earn himself an extra playoff point here. So always something that's extra on the line for these drivers at the front of the field here before the end of the stage. If they can hit their marks right and put themselves in this position, you'll get those extra playoff points, can help you work yourself through those playoffs in a quick hurry. Eric, my boy Eric, coming in showing the love. How are you, brother? Coming in, some match with that thumbs up here on the broadcast. Eric coming in showing the love. As I do apologize for being sick, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize. I wish my voice was way better. I wish my eyes weren't sore. I wish my head wasn't sore. I wish everything was perfect. But I'm slowly dying. I'm slowly dying. I swear to gosh. I'm slowly dying here. Out in front, the 23 leads the way. Austin Smith showing these guys how to get it done here in this one. He's been the reflection of perfection in these first 24 laps on the Speedway. He'll go down through quarter number 3 and out of quarter number 4. Going to look to continue to hold that gap between himself and the 19 of CJ Jeffries, as around quarter number 4, lap 25 will go up on the board and the caution flag will be displayed. So the 23 of Austin Smith will pick up the first stage win here of the evening at Darlington Raceway. So Smith with that first stage win. CJ Jeffries there in second. Chris Muse there in third. So some late charge there for the 99 ride up into third, as we'll manage back in fourth. Cameron Combs our top 5. Adolfo Castillo, Lance Brantlinger, Jameson Heath, Brandon Puffenbarger, and Casey Gross, our top 10 here. And stage number 1, as we did see the caution flag come out. It wasn't actually for stage break, I do believe. Ian Shakespeare running into some issues here. He's going to get up into the wall. As he does, he comes down and over the nose of the 60 ride, and fortunately for Johnny Thunders, could not get onto the binders quick enough. Makes contact there, pretty hard contact with that 52 ride, and unfortunately going to help him go around, and that will bring the caution flag out. It's the Sim Racing Dad. 52 ride gets a big Darlington stripe, then some help here from the 60 ride, as he's just trying to hang on to it, try to keep himself pointing in the right direction, and unfortunately not going to work out the way he was hoping for, as that 52 ride goes for a bit of a slide and some more contact with the outside fence. Some pretty good contact with the Superflow motor oil Camaro of Johnny Thunders there, and around he goes. So tough break, as stage break here in this one. Drivers have already came down pit side. They're rolling back out onto the racetrack here as Casey Gross roll back out. Everyone's staying pretty much in the same spot. We did see Colton managed to pick up one position down pit road. Brandon Puffenbarger picked up a few spots here. Same with Anthony Garland, who picked up a good amount of positions there during that green flag pit stop. Chris Muse, one of the bigger losers here, slides all the way back to 7th from 3rd here. So tough break there for Muse. He'll have to try to battle back around a bunch of different drivers Wilfo Castillo right there as well. Lance Brantlinger. Casey Groves, our top 10 here, is killing back. Crowell, Jameson Heath, Kurt Sponsler, Gary Wright, Joshua Neal, Dean Shaseby, Johnny Thunders, James Garland, Wayne Garland, our top 20 here on the evening as we get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. We're going to get a quick word in here from our sponsors over at Land and Sea NSB. As we will get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. The lights are off. The official iRacing pace car here for stage number 2. Stage number 2 about to get underway here. 23 ride of Austin Smith. Continuing to lead the way, continuing to show these drivers how to get it done. He won stage number 1. He's going to be looking to win stage number 2. Can he hang on and hold off CJ Jeffries, Cameron Combs, Colton Manich, Anthony Garland, and the rest of our field here? In the second stage, can he pick up another stage win and possibly put himself in a very winning spot here on the evening, as picking up those stage points, picking up those extra points for the playoffs. Even if you don't come away with a win here on the evening, it can still turn a bad night into a good night, knowing that you were able to salvage those extra playoff points, salvage all those points, good stage runs. He may be putting himself into a good position here to have himself a wonderful evening at the racetrack, but it's going to come down to this second stage to really set up that final stage of the evening, as quickly the 23 ride, another great restart here. Opens up a few car length lead between himself and CJ Jeffries, as here comes that 15 of Cameron Combs. Combs makes quick work of the 0-0 here as Colton slides back to position number 4 on the speedway. The 9 rider Brandon Puffenbarger right there with him. Wilfo Castillo right back up into 6th here as the 81 of Anthony Garland trying to hang on to 7th. He's got Chris Muse, Mike Killingback, Lance Brantlinger right there behind him. Casey Groves trying to work himself back inside the top 10 here. Is not a great restart for the number 77 ride. Hang on to it. What a slide. Can he save it? Look out, Meow. Oh, that was a close call right there for Shaggy and Scoob, as they went for one wild ride down to corner number 2, and they may have to fight some gremlins under the hood of that number 77 ride, as Casey Groves battling some demons there out of corner number 2. Luckily enough, was able to exercise that car and get it pointed back in the right direction. Oh, we see some more drivers running into some issues down the back straightaway. I do believe that was Chris Muse. No, it was Anthony Garland, I do believe. Way down the speedway there down the back straightaway. He's had a pretty evil looking car here all evening long as well for that 81 machine, as Chris Pilo, my boy Chris, coming in showing the love. What's good, Chris? How are you, brother? Let's go, Mr. Pilo, coming in with the like on the stream, as well as great racing here all around the speedway, but it's been all Austin Smith at the front of the field. This DoorDash, McDonald's number 123 has been the car to beat from the drop of the green flag. Up and until this point, can somebody find a way to get around him? Can somebody find a way to knock this 23 ride off the top spot? And with stage number 2 going to be coming to a close here, just about 15 laps, 18 laps from now. drivers won't have to come back down pit side. They're not going to have to make a pit stop. They won't need tires. They won't need fuel. So they're going to be running what they got here for the rest of the stage. And it's not going to allow a whole lot of pit strategy to take place here in the race. Now, in the final stage, 60 laps, we may see a couple pit stops. And drivers maybe trying to split the stage, maybe break it into threes, see if they can use fresher tires, newer tires in those final stages to really put themselves into the best position possible here at the end of this race. So it's going to be wild to see how it's all going to play out, as right now, playing out in the hands of this 23 ride is he's going to lead lap number 35 up onto the board here, as a great run, a great drive so far for that 23 machine. As out in front, he's showing them how to get it done. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you guys are just tuning in and you haven't already, please do me the favor. It's absolutely free to do. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit that follow and subscribe button if you're watching over on the YouTube channel. Drop a couple comments up in the chat. Let us know who you're cheering for. Let us know who you want to see pick up the wins, as every single comment, reaction, share helps push the stream out to more and more people. That way we can get more fans in the stands to cheer these amazing drivers on and to support the OutCast Racing League and all of our leagues here on PeaceMaker Gaming. Yogi Bear says, Yogi Bear Team Care Bears, number 38. Oh, baby! Yogi Bear cheering on the 38 ride. You have a 38 ride in the field? I don't know that number. As we do see Adolfo Castillo coming down pit side here. The Poultry Shack 31 of Adolfo Castillo. Down pit side here, looks like he's gone up into the outside wall. We saw him get a Darlington stripe early in this race, but oh, CJ Jeffries also hard into the wall. There goes that 31 ride. Sliding around here, he's going to get hard into the inside wall again, sideways on the speedway. No caution flag as he keeps on rolling, but tons of damage there for Adolfo Castillo. Tons of damage as well for the 19 ride. CJ Jeffries, as Jeffries just down underneath that white dotted line. He washes up the speedway. The 31 gets a good run to his inside, and the 19 just gets up, gets contact with that outside wall. The 31, I don't think, was expecting him to get into it, not expecting that checkup, and fortunately, he gets in there, gets hard into that 19 ride, and just shoves the front end of that 31 down the racetrack. He's doing a great job to this point to try to keep it out of the wall. And he's got to make sure he doesn't go back into oncoming traffic. Does get some good contact there in the rear bumper, but able to keep on rolling. That one's definitely going to hurt not only Adolfo Castillo's, that's going to put him way back there now into the 19th position. And multiple laps down here for the 31, but let's saw that 19 ride, the CJ Jeffries. How much damage does he have on this 19 ride? Can he keep on keeping on out there on the speedway, or does somebody drive up through the field and possibly knock him off this off the top 5 here? As pretty hard contact right there. The car's looking in one piece here. Doesn't look like too many issues. Doesn't look like the wheels are wobbling or the car is really towed out or anything. And he's still running some pretty good lap times. Not as fast as our top drivers, but man, Austin Smith, he's going to have some company here in a quick hurry. Is Lance Brantling or Jameson Heath? I think they may have thrown on some extra set of tires here during that last pit stop, and it took a little while for these tires to kind of warm up and gain some traction and find their way to the front of the field, but they're running 0.8 of a second, 0.7 of a second quicker than our race leader right now. So we're running some pretty fast lap times out there for Austin Smith. And Austin Smith, he had a pretty good lead, but that lead is slowly but surely evaporating. The driver that's trying to pick up back-to-back stage wins here on the evening. He may have his hands full as that Dale Earnhardt, Good Wrench Services, number 8 ride is running down our race leader here at Darlington Raceway, and the Intimidator maybe putting a little intimidation here in a quick hurry onto the back bumper of that 23 machine. Yo, Odelli, what's good, Odell? Odelski coming in, showing the love with the double like on the stream. How are you, Odell? Odell coming in with the like, and Odell Gaming coming in with that like as well. If you guys haven't checked out my boy Odell Gaming, make sure you go check him out over on Facebook and Twitch and Kick and everywhere that he streams as well. I think he's mainly on Twitch now whenever he does do stuff. Says, I just woke up. You just woke up? Dev, how in the world did you just wake up? It's 4:30 in the afternoon, brother. OnlyFans. Okay, make sure you go subscribe to his OnlyFans. We do see the caution flag fly here. I'm not sure what this caution flag was for before our stage break. So, there's not a time to want. We'll take a look back and see what might have happened here. Trying to see if we can see something here. It does look like, there you go, there's a little contact. 77 and the 37 coming together. Unfortunately for James Garland, that's just going to get him stopped up there on the high side. 49 right having to get onto the binders there is heavy contact for James Garland after the Cartoon Network 77 gets into him, gets him around, gets him backwards up into the outside fence. They make heavy contact again, gets that 37 up into the wall. Heavy damage for the 77 as he shoots it down the racetrack, try to head down pit side quickly as possible, but this 37 ride has definitely seen some better days and lack of momentum there. You see the 49 having to get up into the wall to avoid contact. He was able to the caution flag fly, maybe stay on the lead lap, but pretty extensive damage, pretty extensive work that have to be done to that beautiful number 37 machine. As Kev says, I got off at midnight, stayed up till 10, then went to bed, laugh out loud. Oh my gosh. No thank you. No thank you at all. I went to bed yesterday at like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, woke up at 11, stayed up until about 12:30, went back to bed until about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock today, but I did not sleep good at all, and as you guys can hear, I'm still sick, still have this cold. It's brutal, it's killing me, it's driving me insane. It's summertime, it's nice outside, I should be out there enjoying life and not having to do anything else, so it's been killing me. Kev says, I run a GTA server, so I had to take care of some shit in there, laugh aloud. Brother, sounds like a full-time job just running a GTA server, my gosh. Let's stay up till 10 a.m. to take care of business over there on the GTA. Hey, listen, as long as you're having fun, as long as you're enjoying it, that's all that matters, brother. That's all that matters. Yeah, we still got to get games in one of these days. I don't know when, but to try to get games in one of these nights. And if that's the shift you're normally on, I'm usually up after midnight. So if you want to get on and play some late night games off stream or something like that, then I'm down for that. Or I'll jump on GTA or whatever. I'll download GTA 5M again and play that, and chill with you and hang out with you and that or whatever. I don't care. We can hang out, me boys. You know, seems like forever since we talked, brother. Seems like it's been forever. As we'll get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here, the 23 ride. Going to continue to lead the way. He's got those older tires, though. He's trying to hang on, pick up this second stage win of the evening. Now, I don't think they're going to do him, so I think we're going to have a couple lap shootout and then see another caution flag fly for the end of this stage, but we'll have to wait and see how they score it. But nonetheless, we will go back to Green Flag Racing. Austin Smith going to look to try to keep this lead, going to look to try to keep himself in that extra playoff point position here. Mostly getting all the stage points and the extra points towards the playoffs. If you haven't picked up a win, they're always handy, but when playoffs start and you're inside the top 12 or the top 16 or even the top 8 coming down to the final couple weeks, you want to make sure you have as many points in your back pocket, and the best way to get those is by getting these stage points and everything else. As you know, in front, Austin Smith is going to see green flag here once again down through the Geico restart zone, so he'll get ready to be unleashed on these drivers here once again, and go. Not the jump that he was really looking for. I think he was hoping for a lot more. We've seen him get some pretty good jumps over the rest of the field, but that time the 8-rider Lance Brantlinger sticking right there with him, and Brantlinger looking to try to take the lead down the back straightaway. Here comes Jamison Heath poking his nose into that battle right there, as well as the 8-ride still trying to clear. This 23 is finally going to get clear. They're out of corner number 3 and out of 4. The 8 machine, the Dale Earnhardt throwback ride, out in front here in the OutCast Racing League from the track that's too tough to tame. As here comes the Jeff Gordon throwback paint scheme, the 24 and Jamison Heath. There in position number 2 is Austin Smith. Continues to slide backwards here. He's got those old tires, but he does have that extra set now behind the pit wall where everyone may have already used up an extra set of tires here. So advantage later on, possibly for this 23 ride, as Anthony Garland, Brandon Puffenbarger all getting around him now. As Austin Smith trying to hang on to that 5th position. He's out in front, Lance Brantlinger leads the way. Brantlinger, Jamison Heath, 1 and 2 on the speedway. They've opened up a pretty good lead now, almost a full second between themselves and our 3rd place driver, Anthony Garland. Puffenbarger, Austin Smith still our top 5. Mike Killingback right there in 6th. Corey Crowell there in 17th. Shasby in 8th. Chris Muse in 9th. And Bert Sponsler in the 10th position. So we do see that caution flag fly, and that will bring an end to stage number 2. So stage 2 going to come to a close, and Lance Brantlinger able to use those fresh tires to put himself into that winning position. Pick up those extra playoff points here. So some good moves, some good runs for that number 8 machine, as he'll head down pit side. Same with everybody else. They're going to look to get some more work done, some more stuff done to their rides. Maybe some fresh tires for some of them, maybe some extra fuel, a couple extra wrenches into the car. But nonetheless, we'll get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here in just a few more moments. As Yogi Bear, Team BB, Bear Go 8 gets the 8 ride looking very strong out there on the racetrack. Wayne Garland said, guess iRacing didn't want me to race today. Had a meatball and wouldn't do any repairs. Oh no, Wayner, is that what happened to you, brother? That's been rough. That's rough, my dude. That's rough. Rubes Gaming coming in as well. Rubes coming in with the like and the share on the stream. What's good, Rubes? How are you, brother? As Kevin Odelski says, I need to start streaming again. Yeah, you definitely need to start streaming again, Kev. You need to start streaming again. We need to get you back into the rhythm of things. I need to get back into like more regular day streams or night streams, stuff like that as well. It says being kind of in a funk in the last few months. Yeah, I think everybody has, honestly. I mean, there's just been nothing new, nothing crazy that's been coming out. I mean, even for me with iRacing, I mean, there hasn't been really too much crazy new content to come out, even for the dirt side of things, and not a whole lot of other crazy new games that have been released over the last couple months. So everything's been kind of stale. I mean, Call of Duty, Fortnite, all of it's been kind of just, But nonetheless, we're definitely going to be, we'll be getting some games in. I'm down for Fortnite. I haven't played Fortnite in like 6 months, so I'd be down to get some Fort in or something like that, It's been a while. It's been a while since we got onto there. Wayne Garland says, good deal, number 8, Lance. Yeah, great deal right there for Lance, as he was able to pick up that stage win and pick up that extra playoff point as well, as Mr. Garland says, yes. As we'll get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here in just a few more moments. We'll get a quick word in here from our OutCast Racing League highlight video. as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Out in front, it's now the 19 ride of C.J. Jeffries who leads the way. Goal managed there in second with the 99. Chris Muse, Lance Brantlinger, the 24. Jamison Heath, our top 5 here on the Speedway. Austin Smith back in 6. And we see Casey Gross, Dean Shasby, Mike Gillingbeck, Kurt Sponsler, our top 10 on the Speedway. We're going to go back to green flag racing, our final stage of the evening here with the OutCast Racing League is down through the Geico Research Zone. A big jump there for the 19 ride. C.J. Jeffries going to quickly jump up clear. The 00 Cole Manich, Parashenko, Gus and Diecast, William Berg's Contracting, JRC Machines at the front of the field here. Looking very stout as here comes Chris Muse reeling into their back bumper in a quick hurry. Big run there at a quarter number 2 for Chris Muse. He's found some speed here in that 99 ride late in this race as he's trying to work himself up to the front of the pack as Jamison Heath working himself around the number 8 ride of Lance Brantlinger as the good wrench ride going to try to stay right there to his outside. Couldn't quite hold him off as 24 will complete that pass for 4th on the Speedway. Austin Smith right there in 6 as we're going to jump into a very quick PeaceMaker Gaming Crank It Up. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, crank up that volume. Cheer on your favorite drivers. We crank it up here on PeaceMaker Gaming. caution flag is displayed here. We'll take a quick look and see what happened here. See what brings out this yellow flag as everyone's going to head down pit side. We saw some great racing there at the front of the field here during our Crank It Up session. Down in front, CJ Jeffrey is going to stay down pit side. He's going to go get some work done to his car, but we did see 24, Jamison Heath, one of the only cars to stay out on the racetrack, not come down pit side, as we will take a look back and see what happened, as it looks like Gary Wright in the 16 ride going to run into some issues here. He's battling with the 37 ride there with James Garland. It's a good run down to the inside of the 37. Gets a little tight. They just make a little contact, and unfortunately it just kind of hooks that 16 ride up the racetrack hard into the outside fence and comes to a stop. That will bring the caution flag out as off break right there for Gary Wright as he gets rolling there once again, trying to get that car back down pit side and some work done to it here. So we'll take another look at it as some good tight racing here, and unfortunately things got a little too tight between himself and the 37. The 37 kind of coming down, makes that contact with the 16. Unfortunately just kind of hooks together and hooks that 16 right up into the outside fence. A tough break right there for the 16 machine, as got extensive repairs to do, and hopefully we'll see him roll back out onto the racetrack here as Playford Sheets coming in with the like on the stream. I appreciate you coming in, showing the love here. Playford coming in, smashing that thumbs up on the broadcast. Is out in front, Jamison Heath leads the way. Not come down pit side, so pit strategies coming into play here in this one. Interesting to see how this all plays out, how this pit strategy will work in favor of the 24 ride, or if it won't. It's going to give them some fresh air, some clean air on the hood of that 24 ride, but if they got fresh tires back there behind them, it may be a sitting duck, and they may be able to use that fresh tires or the little bit of extra speed that they may get from having a full tank, or the confidence to be able to drive the rest of this race without having to worry about making another pit stop possibly. We put that 24 ride into a very tough situation if he has to still come down late in this race for a late race pit stop, and we get leapfrogged by a lot of drivers who may not have to come back down pit road. Out in front, CJ Jeffries there in second. Austin Smith up into third here as won't manage back in fourth. The 99 of Chris Muse there in fifth. Cameron Combs in that sixth position as Corey Crowell there in seventh. Joshua Neal there in eighth. Casey Gross in ninth. And Mike Killingback rounding out our top 10. Kurt Sponsler back in 11th with Johnny Thunders, Adolfo Castillo, our top 13. Lance Brantling are going to be our 8th place driver here as Brandon Puffenbarker down pit side. So is it Anthony Garland. King down pit road. Dean Shasby, I do believe the first car one lap down out on the racetrack. The 37 ride of James Garland right there with them. Gary Wright as well, and then multiple laps down here for Wayne Garland, unfortunately already off the speedway. So we will get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Playford says let's go. And Cameron cheered on Mr. Cameron Combs, currently in that 6th spot. The CarQuest 15 ride looking very, very fresh here on the evening as we'll get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here in this one. Heath and Jeffries, 1 and 2. Nice and easy out at quarter number 4. Wait and see what this 24 ride can do on this restart. Does get a pretty good jump there. 23 ride going to go right with him. Time that one perfectly as he works to the inside of CJ Jeffries, and Jason Heath going to try to use that fresh air to quickly take himself away from the rest of the field, maybe open up a little bit of a lead as, oh, hang on to it. CJ Jeffries, hang on, going for a slide. There goes Johnny Thunders hard into the inside wall. The 52 of Dean Shasby also collected right there. Heavy damage for all 3 drivers, and the caution flag will come right back out here at Darlington as, man, oh man, things just got a little tight here Exiting corner number 2 for the 19 and the 23. I think that just really gets the 20 or the 19 bent out of shape here. Take a look back at these two. I want to say there's almost contact between the 23 and the 19. You see the 23 come down the racetrack. The 19's trying to come down. Maybe a little neck code there as the tail end of the 23 kicks around, maybe try to push the front nose of the 19 up towards the outside fence, and that's what really gets the 19 bent out of shape. Now he's trying to save himself, trying to keep himself out of trouble here down the back straightaway. He's almost got that car saved. He's almost got it pointed in the right direction, and then all of a sudden, the 60 right coming off the wall, down over the nose of Kurt Sponsler, nowhere to go for the 52 of Dean Shasby as he drives right into that one. Heavy contact there for him and the 60 ride as they're both going to be down behind pit wall with extensive damage here as we'll take a look. And you can see that the 60 getting checked up. Looks like he may get some contact here from the Culture Shack 31. Killingbeck gets into the wall right there, and I guess the 60 bent out of shape. Him and the 31 make contact, and he's going to almost get back into the fence, but the 49 is going to give him a little shot right there, and it really gets the 60 ride turned around, and then unfortunately right into the lap there of Dean Shasby. Just really nowhere to go for Shasby there in that one, and he was hoping the 19 was going to keep on sliding down the racetrack and out of the way, and then out of nowhere the 60 ride comes into play as well, and he's vocal. Yeah, that is a tough hit right there for Dean Shasby as we'll take another look at this one, see what we can see here as he's going to drive into this, and I'm not sure what the game plan was, but he tries to drive down low and underneath of him, and unfortunately the gap he was looking at was, disappearing in a quick hurry. Unfortunately, he could not find it. Heavy contact there between him and Johnny Thunders and the 19 rider, DJ Jeffries, as all those drivers will go to work on trying to get their cars repaired and back out onto the racetrack as Jameson Heath continues to lead the way. We'll get a quick word in here from our sponsors over at Landon C. NSB. We're going to get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Here from Darlington Raceway. Pace car's already made that hard left-hand turn back down pit side. That will unleash the field once again into the grips of the 24 and the 23. Heath with a great restart right there, getting a great launch over that 23 ride. Quickly, he tries to open up a bit of a lead, the 00. Colton Manich going to try to slide up and fill that second spot here as he'll slide in front of Austin Smith. Austin Smith gonna get some contact. Hang on to it. Around goes the 0-0. Colton Manch going for a slide. The 8 ride collected in that one. Team Shays, we get a little bit more damage there as well. Oh no. I do believe caution flag going to come right back out here in this one as some aggressive driving here out of the 23 ride. He's got a fast car. We saw him lead laps early in this race, and he's been kind of stuck behind here just a little bit. Having that car make that pass right there, the 0-0, and then not sure if there's any contact or not between these two, but definitely looks like he's all over the back end. I'm not sure if we can get a look at whether or not he's going to get a piece of them. Let's see if we can get a look here from maybe the front left of the 23 riders. He's reeling in the Williamsburg Contracting Schenko Custom Diecast ride. I think right here might just get a little shot into the back bumper of that 0-0, and that's just what's going to send this 0-0 ride for a bit of a loop-de-loop here as that contact gets him loose, gets him kind of sprung out, and yeah, you see that contact right there. He's trying to save it. Unfortunately, gets up into the outside fence right in front of the 23 ride as he's trying to get around the 0-0 without any contact himself. Unfortunately for the 0-0, he's going to go for that big long slide, a little contact there for the 31, and then right into the numbers. The 8 ride getting hard contact there into him. A heavy hit for Lance Brantlinger as he sends it in there and just absolutely clobbers the side of Colton Manish. Let's jump right onto the helmet cam here with Brantlinger and see what he can see as some contact, some smoke, and then all of a sudden the C's part and parked right there in front of them, the 0-0 ride. That's how quickly things can happen here at Darlington or pretty much any of these racetracks. And wrong place at the wrong time, aim for the wrong gap there for the number 8 machine, and heavy damage for him. So we will get everybody back out onto the speedway. Everyone's going to try to keep on rolling here as we'll get ready to rock and roll in just a little bit as these drivers are locked, stocked, and loaded to go back to battle as yes, I do apologize, chat. I'm still sick. We're still dealing with a cold. Fortunately, your boy has been dying the last couple of days, and can't wait to not have a cold anymore. And hopefully one of these days it'll be gone and we'll be able to survive again. But right now we're dealing with the worst of the worst. Here, man, this man cold is not very fun. Already as the Pace car makes the hard left-hand turn back down pit side. We'll get ready to go back to green flag racing. Out in front, Jamison Heath, he leads the way here. The Exalta 24, another good restart here with only 26 more laps left to go here on the evening. 26 more laps around the beautiful Darlington Raceway as Heath out in front. Cameron Combs there in position number 2. Chris Muse, Rory Growell, Adolfo Castillo, our top 5 here on the racetrack. And then we see Brandon Buffenbarger, DC Gross, Mike Killingback, 49 ride, Kurt Sponsler there in 9th. The 60 ride of Johnny Thunder trying to stay inside the top 10 here as Colt Mann trying to work himself back up towards the front of the field as he's able to get that All-Seeing Motorsports Schenko Custom Diecast Williamsburg Contracting 00 ride put back together and back out there on the speedway. He's looking to try to work himself towards the front of the field. Austin Smith back there in the 14th spot. He's got the 19 rider. CJ Jeffries right there with them as Smith and Jeffries also back in 14th and 15th on the speedway. They got Anthony Garland, Joshua Neal, James Garland right there behind him. Dean Chaseby going around here again. I'm not sure if there's been a caution flag as of yet for the 52 ride. Does not look like it. We're going to stay clean and green here as Dean Chaseby does go for a bit of a spin here at a corner number 4. Just looks like he's all by himself. The car just gets a little unbalanced and he goes for a loop-de-loop there. So a tough break for Dean Chaseby. Definitely been a tough evening here for the 52 ride. He's still slowed down the bottom side of the speedway. Luckily enough off the racing lane here is he was looking to come back on. Yeah, it looks like he's going to roll back out onto the speedway here. Possibly going to try to head down pit side this next time by. I'm not 100% sure as he's still very slow on the racetrack, but doing a great job to keep himself in the best spot possible here, avoiding all of the caution flags here that he can on the evening and making sure that he keeps on rolling, doesn't get that car stopped on the speedway where a caution flag would be displayed and could potentially bring another yellow flag out. So good heads-up driving and good move there for that number 52 is out in front. We see Cameron Combs able to take this race lead away as Jamison Heath is falling back like a rock here in that 24 on the Exalta machine all the way back now into 7th as he's falling way off the pace. Cameron Combs able to make quick work of him and out to a good solid 1.2 second lead now between himself and Chris Muse. Muse came into the evening with a very narrow points lead on the championship battle and he's looking to have another good run, another solid finish here on the day to really try to pad his points lead and maybe open up a little bit more of a gap here going towards the end of this season as he would love to try to pick up that regular season championship, earn himself those extra 5 or 15 playoff points. Can't remember what it is there. He earns an extra bunch of playoff points here, picking up the regular season championship, and he's going to be looking to do that here tonight, possibly stretch that lead out a little bit more. Brandon Buffenbarger right there with them. Adolfo Castillo there in 4th as Corey Crowell there in the 5th spot. Casey Gross up into 6th. A great run, a rebound there for the 77 as Jamison Heath back into 7th. Mike Killingback in the 70 ride there in the 8th position as Colt Manich right there behind him. Lance Brantlinger rounding out our top 10 on the speedway as still the 70 ride Killingback get up into the outside fence. That allowed Manich and Brantlinger to get around him. Austin Smith also going to use that right side momentum to get around that 70 ride as well and move Austin Smith back up inside the top 10. Johnny Thunder's there in 11th. Anthony Garland, CJ Jeffries, 82 ride of Joshua Neal, and 70 ride of Mike Killingback after that contact with the outside fence. He has been sliding back here in a quick hurry. May have had some pretty extensive damage, possibly a flat tire on that 70 ride, but nonetheless, it's him all the way back now into the 15th spot. So from inside the top 10 to outside the top 15 there in a quick hurry, and Get them all ready to rock and roll. Get ready to go back to battle here as, man, some great racing action. These guys have been putting on a heck of a show here for us. Some craziness all evening long. A few big hits, a few tough calls, and fortunately for the rest of the field right now, they're chasing down this 15 rider, Cameron Combs, and he looks to be trying to pull away as he's opened up his lead now to about 1.4 seconds between himself and Brandon Puffenbarger. There's some Hughes right there in third. Adolfo Castillo there in fourth. A good rebound day for him as well. Corey Crowell there in fifth. Casey Gross in sixth. Colt Manich gonna work himself back up towards the top five here. So is it Lance Brantlinger and Austin Smith as they're all able to get around Jamison Heath. Heath continues to slide backwards since that restart. He was at the front of the field, now into the middle of the pack here and back just inside the top 10 in that 10th position. We'll have to wait and see, as it does look like he's going to head down pit side. Some green flag pit stop here for the 24 ride. An interesting strategy call here. Green flag pit stop this late in the race may hurt any odds that Indiana picking up a win here this evening. Out in front, the 14 ride continues to lead the way. The 15 ride, of Cameron Combs continues to lead the way as lap 14 goes off the board. Lap 13 goes up on the board. Only 13 more laps left to go here from Darlington Raceway, and we're going to take a very quick crank it up here as we're going to jump on board with our race leader and get the sights and sounds here of Darlington Raceway as we close in our checkered flag. This battle at the front of the field starting to heat up. Brandon Puffenbarger now onto the back bumper of our race leader Cameron Combs late in this race from Darlington Raceway. 8 more laps this next time by the start finish line, and the 9 ride putting the pressure here on the back bumper of our race leader. Can Cameron Combs hang on and hold off Brandon Puffenbarger as they continue to battle? Does Chris Means jump up here, maybe steal this win away? The 99 ride's been oh so close to victory lane many of times here this evening, this year. He's looking very strong right now as he rolls there in position number 3. He's right there with our top 3, so you can throw a blanket over him. As out at corner number 4. They're going to go down across the line. They're going to click off another lap. As we see now, only 7 more laps left to go here from Darlington Raceway. Here comes a big run down to the inside for the 9 rider, Brandon Puffenbarger. The 15 had to check up. There goes Chris Muse as well. Muse up into second as Brandon Puffenbarger makes the late race move to jump up into the race lead. Moving Cameron Combs now back into position number 3 here. So a tough break there for Combs as he goes from the top spot back to third now as Chris Muse looking to try to jump up and take this race lead away from the 9 ride. Late in this race, does he have enough left in the tank? Can he get it done? Can he jump up here and figure out a way to get around that 9 ride? Muse right there in position number 2. He's getting closer and closer to that number 9 Camaro as the ZL1 Chevrolet trying to stay out in front, trying to keep this race lead late in it here as Chris Muse, he's been all around the top 3 here. He's been everywhere except for the winner's circle here this year. And he's looking very, very feisty. He knows what's on the line. The extra playoff points, the opportunity to lock himself into the playoffs, and on top of that, something else. He's going to be able to try to pad his points lead here for the regular season championship. And if he can pull up a win here tonight, could use those extra points to try to put himself into that regular season championship. It gives him a bunch of playoff points as well as he goes door to door with the 9 ride. Big run down the front straightaway. They're still door to door down into corner number 1. As the laps continue to click down, they make a little bit of contact. 3 more laps left to go and the race is on here at the front of the field. A little bit of rubbing and scrubbing the 9s here at the front of the field. The 99 and the 9 ride. Duking it out here late in this race. Trying to figure out who will pick up the win. A good run there through 3 and 4 for the 99 as Chris Muse takes the race lead away and he now sees 2 more laps left to go. 2 more laps here for the 99 ride as he gets up into the outside fence there ever so slightly. Oh, a big hit there for the 9 ride. The 9 machine, Puffenbarger hard into the outside fence there at a corner number 2. He was trying to get onto the throttle, getting a big run, trying to use the mistake from the 99 to his advantage, and he ended up making a big mistake himself. As down through the front straightaway, we see the white flag fly. One more time around here from Darlington Raceway. Chris Muse looking to try to pick up his first win here on the season for the OutCast Racing League is for the final time. Down the Boeing backstretch, he's looking to lead us into corner number 3. The late race pass for the lead put him out in front, and he's not going to look back. He's out at corner number 4. The 99 of Chris Muse is going to pick up the checkered flag here from Darlington Raceway. The track that's too tough to tame. Chris Muse is able to tame it and put himself into victory lane. It's been a long time coming, and I know that he is going to be ecstatic about picking up this win and putting himself up into victory lane. What a run and what a drive right there for Chris Muse. Brandon Puffenbarger, a good run there in second, and Cameron Combs coming home in third. A good drive there by him as well. The 23 of Austin Smith, definitely a fast car all evening long, coming home in position number 4. Lance Brantlinger rounding out our top 5 here on the evening. Casey Gross, Corey Crowell, Johnny Thunder, CJ Jeffries, and Gary Wright rounding out our top 10, but it's all Chris Muse here at Darlington Raceway as he's going to pick up that win and park himself up in victory lane. Man, what a run and what a drive here for Mr. Muse as we'll get ready to possibly pull our top driver, or maybe our top 3 up into the broadcast booth here as see if we can get off top. We can try to get off 3. I don't know. I'm dying up here, chat. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I am physically and mentally dying up here. Okay, I'm struggling. Okay, the chest cold, the head cold. It's just like losing my voice and like having the sore throat and everything else, and the phlegminess and everything. It's been killing me here. It's been killing me here this evening, and This has been a rough one. This has been a rough one, ladies and gentlemen. So, big shout out to you guys for sticking around watching these guys. Crystal says that was some good racing. That was some great racing right there, Crystal. Those guys put on a heck of a show for us in those closing laps. Some good, tough competitors, clean racing. A little bit of rubbing and scrubbing here and there, but nothing, malicious, nothing intentional. It was just good, hard racing, and every once in a while you make that little bit of a bump here or there, a little bit of a wiggle, and make a little contact, but nothing major, nothing to take any driver out of the race or anything else, or nothing insanely awful there by any of these drivers. But yeah, what a run, what a drive. Is we're gonna get Chris Muse up here into the booth. I mean, it's no better winner to pull up into the booth here than Chris Muse, as he's been looking for this checkered flag for a lot of laps, a lot of races here this year, and he's gonna be ecstatic about this one. Hey Chris, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Chris, man, what a run, what a drive. Take us back through this one as a fairly average day for you, kind of starting this one off. It didn't really show a whole lot of speed until late in this race. I don't know if it was just, pitch strategy or fuel strategy or what, but there late in the race, you and the 9 ride start to run down our race leader, the 15 of Cameron Combs. We saw Puffenbarger able to make that quick move around him. You were right there to follow through. You get right to the back bumper of the 9 ride. Took you a few laps to try to work yourself underneath of him, a few laps to work yourself by him as you guys battled door to door around Darlington Raceway. But at the end of the day, you were able to pull out in front and keep him at bay and put yourself up into victory lane here for the first time this season.
Yeah, this track's all about saving tires, so I knew in the long runs, I practiced a lot for the long runs, so I knew, Cameron was we were pretty even, time wise, but I knew in the longer run, I should be faster, and he started, as you see, I started to reel him in because, this place chews up tires, so.
Absolutely. As tires were fading away for everybody else, you were able to use it to your advantage and park this 99 ride up in victory lane. We talked about it through the broadcast. Everything that's meaningful here, not only just to get the win, get those extra playoff points and locking yourself into the playoffs, but you also have that points championship that you're trying to hunt down as well, the regular season points championship on the line here. And no better time to get your victory and put yourself up into victory lane here than late in the season, knowing that you're in position to get even more points and playoff points here for our first playoff race.
Yeah, this was the final regular season race, so that was I knew I needed to beat Cameron. I had 6 points on him, and stage one I knew I had to beat him. Couldn't let him get more points than me, and then stage 2, I had a feeling he wasn't going to take tire, so stage 2 I didn't take tire, so that's why I fell back. I didn't want to get in anyone's way and try to save my car for stage 3 and get them fresh tires on there. And now regular season champion is mine now, I guess.
Absolutely, and no better way to do it than putting yourself into victory lane, as well as you're able to really get yourself a lot of points here. I'm not sure what was on the line for regular season championship. I think it's 15 extra playoff points.
Plus? Yeah, it's 15 for the so at the start, all the points reset start a playoff. So every time they reset, whatever you have for stage wins is a point, and then race wins I think is 5 points, and then stage points are or regular season champion is 15. So
Beauty.
Sorry if I cut you off.
No worries. That's definitely a good way to finish off the regular season. Not only getting that regular season championship under your belt, but getting that win as well. As all of a sudden you go into the playoffs, knowing that you gain those extra 20 points here for each of the rounds definitely helps you out quite a bit. That's 20 positions basically out there on the racetrack. That can go from whether or not you make it to the next round or you get eliminated in the first or second round in a quick hurry. So get those extra playoff points has got to feel pretty dang good.
Oh yeah, definitely. We don't have to worry too much now in we don't have to worry too much in the playoffs. For if if I have a bad race in the playoffs, I got some cushion.
Absolutely, got a little wiggle room there. Well, Chris, a great run, a great drive here this evening. I've been dying up here in the booth. I've been sick for the last few days. So, brother, who would you like to thank for such a great run and great drive here this evening before we end the interview and the broadcast here tonight?
I'd like to thank my girlfriend and Anthony, the Garlands, for putting this down, putting this on. You for broadcasting it, and the rest of these drivers out here. They, if they didn't show up, we wouldn't be racing. So I'd like to thank everybody that showed up.
Absolutely, brother. Well, great run, a great drive here. We can't wait to see you back out there on the racetrack in a couple weeks from now, and hopefully we'll see you, right back up here in victory lane or up inside the top three. A bunch of your ticket throughout this season and working yourself possibly into the championship here in 5 or 6 more races.
Yeah. Here's open.
Absolutely, brother. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and congratulations on the win here again.
Thank you.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our race winner, the number 99 of Chris Muse, as Muse picks up the win. A great run and a great drive there for the 99 run, is not only picking up the race win, but picking up the regular season championship as well. A big swing of points right there for the 99 run of Chris Muse. A huge shout out as well to Brandon Puffin Parker coming home in second, and Cameron Combs coming home in third here on the evening. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it there on that note. I am dying up here. I'm going to hunker down and just try to crawl into a ball and die in a hole or something. I don't know, but probably drink a bunch of NyQuil and everything else and just try to pass out for the rest of the evening and hope to wake up and not be sick anymore, as that would be the best thing ever, to be able to wake up and not be sick anymore. Is I'm over this. I'm so over having this cold or flu or whatever it is. It's been killing me. It's been killing me. It's been just killing me, chat. Well, listen, can't thank you guys enough for tuning in. Everyone coming in with the likes, the comments, the shares, and the new followers or subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you guys back up here tomorrow evening. I think tomorrow evening. If not tomorrow evening, I will see you guys back up here Tuesday for certain for some more racing action. But I think tomorrow we got something else on the go, so it'll be interesting to see what we can get planned for tomorrow as well. I think we got something planned, but I'll have to double check with our other league that we do on Monday nights for the Monday Night All-Stars, their Street Stocks. But we should hopefully be back in action tomorrow night. But if I'm still sick, we may take that additional day off just to try to recollect ourselves and get ourselves back into one good condition. But listen, thank y'all for tuning in. I'll catch y'all later. Peace out for now, baby. Peace out for now, ladies and gentlemen.